which is a bit, really.
We'll talk about that.
It's dark down here. It's quite. Hello and welcome back to this series of videos about how to start a record label. Sorry that we haven't had one of these sessions for a while. I've been away at Edinburgh Fringe Festival doing 30 odd videos and reviewing lots of music and art shows there. Also, it's worth mentioning that this series of videos, where they were weekly before and they were coming out on every Tuesday, they will now be coming out every fortnight, so every other week, mainly because I've got other things that I'm actually needing to do videos on. But this series will be completed. We've still got a lot of stuff to cover, and in this video we're part 3 on physical distribution. Now if this is the first time you've been to the channel, or it's the first time you've seen these videos, stop this video and check out all the other videos that are linked down below. They start at number 1 and this is number 11. So what we've covered in the previous couple of videos, we covered the types of physical media that you can create, like CDs and vinyl and memory sticks and all that sort of stuff. We then, in the last video, which was number 10, we had a quick look at a couple of websites that were making a business out of doing this sort of distribution, like Boomcart and Proper Records. What we're going to do in this video is I'm going to tell you that you need to change how you think about selling music. And this epiphany, and it is an epiphany, has come because I've been watching some videos by a guy called Damien Keys, who is a Welsh musician who has quite a strong YouTube following, and he's been involved in education and all sorts of things. And he has, through his YouTube videos, he has convinced me that the future of the music industry is for us to stop selling music, or to stop thinking that we're selling music, which is a bit really. So as musicians, we want to make music. That's our end goal. But actually, when we come to sell music in the 21st century, and in my video in video number 9, I said that making lots of CDs is pointless, because you're only probably going to sell a few CDs at gigs. Buying CDs and vinyl really are niche markets now. What the world needs to listen, what the world is doing now is we're using Spotify and Apple Music and other streaming sites. So as musicians and as record labels, we do get paid for some of that, but it's peanuts. It's a really small amount of money. So what I have been convincing my artists to do, and I suggest that if you're starting a record label, if it's just you or you have a stable of artists, convince them to do, is to stop worrying about small amounts of money that you earn from Spotify and Apple Music and Deezer and all of these other online distribution companies. That money will come in, and it is peanuts. Now the reason it's peanuts is because the bigger record labels did those deals with those distribution companies and we were not involved, so we don't have a say in that. And the main thing to think about is, what can you sell with your music? If me as a punter has got a Spotify account or an Apple Music account, why do I need to buy a CD of music when I can literally just click on it and I've got it there? Taylor Swift has launched a new album last week. Okay, great album. I've added it to my Apple Music account. I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I don't need to buy the vinyl or the CD or the physical media, okay? But if I was going to buy physical media, there has to be a reason for it. And the reason can't just be the music. The Taylor Swift album on Apple Music has got 18 tracks. So would it be worth my while buying a CD if it had 25 tracks, or a few more tracks, or remixes? Possibly, but realistically, what I want you to sort of start thinking of is other forms of media. So I've got some examples. This is from a few years ago. So here we have Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run album. Now, I had this album back in the day on vinyl. I think I probably also bought it on CD. But so what made me buy this was I think a 30th anniversary edition. I don't normally buy this sort of thing. Not a massive Bruce Springsteen fan, but I like him well enough to be able to buy this. Now, the reason that I bought this, and I bought it from HMV in York a few years ago when it first came out, the reason was the extras. So I've got the album. The album's included in the part of the package, but I've already got that on CD anyway. We've also got a booklet of photos. Okay. We've also got the actual album, which is just the same as the album that I had on vinyl. So there's no extra tracks or anything. He could have put some extra tracks in there, but as a whole package, this thing comes together. What particularly interested in me was a couple of the other extras, if I can actually get them out. One is a DVD documentary about the making of the album. So that almost nailed it for me. That was one of the reasons. Fantastic documentary. I think it's probably might have been seen on TV now, but realistically, at the time, that's that it hadn't been really seen before. So that was worth the extra. The other reason, apart from the DVD documentary, is that there's also a DVD of the Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band live at the Hammersmith Odeon, London 1975, and that is a brilliant concert to have as a DVD. So all of that extra stuff. So the Born to Run album I already had, but all of the extra stuff, the book with all the photos and the 2 extra DVDs, that was the reason I bought it. I didn't buy it for the music. I already had that. I bought it for the extras, for the other stuff that came with it. Another example, this is slightly left field. This was a multimedia show at Edinburgh Fringe Festival, probably about 3 or 4 years ago now. And this was by a Dutch theatre company, and they had a live music score to a cartoon that was projected onto a screen, and then they had a narrator with sound effects.
Can you see me? Can you see me? One. Yesterday. It's past midnight when, for the very last time, I ring the bell. For the 6th time today, I ring the bell. And again, no one answers. I tarry in the hallway before I start fiddling with the door. 'Cause the lock jams. My God, how that lock does jam. I don't dare turn on the lights, not yet, when I enter the apartment. I feel my way to the kitchen, and there, by the glow of the open fridge door, I drink the beer that I bought in that shop around the corner which was still open, and slowly smoke sequences of 3 cigarettes till my supply threatens to run out. Lots of nice, expensive stuff here. Even in the half dark, that's easy to see. Glossy magazines on the coffee table, stylishly emblazoned carrier bags, Tokyo, New York, Paris, Berlin. Places to dream about.
So what I did at the end of the concert, I bought the book. So I bought the book, and as part of the book, I got the DVD. Okay. Now the thing about this particular book is it's actually in Dutch. Okay, but that's not so much of a problem because we've got a transcript which is in English, and actually there is, I think you can still get it. There is a free version of the music and the English narration, which is downloadable from SoundCloud. If it's still available, I'll put a link down below because it's a fantastic, piece of media art. Really, I know you're not being able to see it, but you just listen to it as an audio story. It's fantastic. So what we got there is, yes, we've got a CD, but actually we've got a fantastic book. Okay. The other thing is, and literally I got this week. This came. I got an email from Electronic Sound magazine, which I'm a subscriber to, and they were selling this double CD of Peter Sinofiev, who is the inventor of, I'm a synthesizer, not if you didn't know already. So Peter Sinofiev in the 60s invented the EMS synthesizer and the Putney and some fantastic synthesizers. And this is a recording, an album of Peter's work, of music. Now I haven't even checked whether it's on Apple Music. It may well be on Apple Music. And like I say, I normally don't buy CDs now, but what I got with this double CD is a fantastic storybook. So £13 from Electronic Sounds Music while they've got copies. £13 including shipping. I think it was £12 plus £1 to ship it or something like that. So it's an unusual CD. It's not mainstream music. Things like that. It may be that it's only available on CD. So that's the time to buy things. If that's the only medium that's available on, then that's the time to buy it. But certainly, I'm looking forward to reading the actual book. And last but not least is one of my artists. Now, 2016, I did an album with a chap called Chris Brealey. We co-produced it. I played on the album. He recorded it in my studio. The album was done between the two of us, really. But what Chris decided to do is have a load of CDs produced. I think he had a couple of hundred produced. And I did the digital distribution, which is what we do as a label. So we did the digital distribution. So if you've got, Chris is a comic songwriter. Really, really funny, clever songs. So Chris, I did the digital distribution. It's up on Apple Music, it's on Spotify and all the distribution things. So if you want to check it out, you can do. So, but what Chris cleverly did was that his wife is an artist and she produced a book. So, if you don't buy Chris's album, you buy the book and you get the album for free. And each of the pictures or the storybook is related to the songs that's in the album. So, and in fact, I'll try and include one of Chris's, because Chris has also done some little YouTube videos. So I'll try and include one of Chris's videos. And if it's your sort of thing, I'll put some links down below to his website and where you can buy it on Apple Music and that and Spotify.
Ba, 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 ba. Here's a secret. I really honestly truly fancy Marge Simpson.
I really honestly truly fancy Marge Simpson. I hurry home every night just to get a glimpse on Channel 4 at 6 o'clock. Marge, baby, you rock. I'm nearly in a coma, so won't you leave Homer for me? Marge, let me cook for you a romantic meal. By candlelight I'll soon see how you feel. I'll run my fingers through your hair. If I've got a few hours to spare, I've got a catering diploma, so won't you leave Homer for me? Marge, even your name is edible. And from everything I've ever heard, easily spreadable. You're perfect it seems, and even in my dreams I imagine you're a Roma, so won't you leave Homer for me? Marge, I'd like to take you far from home. Let your blue hair down as we wander round Rome. Mag is no trouble, Lisa's smart. Whatever you do, don't bring part. I'll whisk you off to Roma if you just leave Homer for me. Marge, if you flash me a smile, I will be in heaven. You may be short, but your hair makes you 6'7". I would be such a lucky fellow to kiss your cheek so yellow. So now I'm gonna phone her and beg her to leave Homer for me. Don't tell me you're just a cartoon that started life as a drawing. When I see you in the bedroom, it has my temperature soaring. I really honestly truly fancy Marge Simpson. I hurry home every night just to get a glimpse on Channel 4 at 6 o'clock. Marge, baby, you rock. I'm nearly in a coma, so won't you leave Homer for me? I'm nearly in a coma, so won't you leave Homer for me? I'm nearly in a coma, so won't you leave Homer for me?
That pretty much finishes it for this week's session. So that might be a bit of a kick in the teeth for all you record label owners out there and musicians who just want to make music and try and want to make money from it. But I have finally come to, and it's taken me a long time to get to this point, whereas it's not about, you know, yes, we want to put our music out there, we want it to get what sales we can. But realistically, if we want to sell it, we need to tie it in with something else. A book, extras, you know, all of that sort of stuff. Okay, tell me what you think. Give me some comments down below and what you think about this idea. It's certainly, things may change in the future, but currently you can't really sell music. We aren't making much money at it. You'll sell a few CDs at gigs, if you do gigs, but apart from that, unless you're Taylor Swift or somebody huge like Ed Sheeran, is UK's biggest selling artist last year apparently, unless you're these people, we're going to really struggle to sell the actual music. And I think realistically, what you probably find if we start to analyse Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran, they're actually not, they are selling the music because they're the massive stars. But actually they're selling t-shirts and merchandise and all of that other stuff. And merchandise is one of the sessions that will be coming up. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button and like and all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Bye bye.